Like and subscribe right now, or this spider will crawl on your face when you're sleeping. You might think of birds as cute, little innocent beings, but wait a minute till you see these menacing, ferocious, and monstrous birds God has specifically designed to rule the area they live in and punish humanity when provoked. Cassowary. Write your will before you go to meet this hybrid of a velociraptor, because once it decides to knock you out, no one, literally no one, can stop it from chasing you with 31 miles per hour of speed. And if that doesn't work, it will jump 7 feet in the air or else swim after you. And that with dagger-like nails on its 4-inch claws. Oh, how could I forget that part? I think that alone will be enough to punch its challenger's lights out. Although this Jurassic bird mostly stays in reserve, it will not miss any chance to make you a part of history. But don't worry, it will not feast upon you as it prefers fallen fruit. Pelican. As tall as an adult guy, meet the pelican, the owner of the proud title of the world's largest mouth, as the lower mandible of its beak has a large pouch that has the capacity to store 3 gallons of water, double the weight of a newborn baby. Yeah, it's the beak that holds more than its belly can. These are probably the creepiest birds next to cassowaries. Even cassowaries prefer fruits, while pelicans would not mind scooping away any living thing they get their beak on. Surprisingly, this bird has always got the upper hand in fights, from small fish to large animals and even humans. It will not ponder to punish its provoker. Giant petrel. It's hard to find an image of a giant petrel that isn't covered in blood, or that doesn't have its head submerged inside of a bloated marine mammal. Over the years, they have developed a fearsome reputation as fierce, stinky, blood-stained, irritable scavengers, and last but not least, breaking bones. A bird with approximately the size of a schnauzer, with the head of a pterodactyl and cold, pale, undead eyes. Their 6-foot-wide wingspan evokes the curved steel blade of a big paper cutter, and an arbor-looking tremendous bill is a nightmarish thing for most of the sailors of southern oceans. Swan. If you see a swan aggressively approaching you, with its neck curved back and half-raised wings, accompanied by hissing and busking, that's the right time to run. Otherwise, the power of its wings and an intense bite can give you a major thump. Despite their beauty, you can't imagine how brutal they could be either on land or in water, especially the territorial ones that are fiercely protective and violently warn off their potential predators. Unprovoked attacks by swans are rare, but caution should always be taken, and bothering a swan is not recommended under any circumstances. Harpy eagle. If someone asks you about a bird with no natural predators, don't take time to answer. Just say, harpy eagle, because it is designed with a variety of adaptations that makes it one of nature's most impressive hunters. Perhaps its least subtle killing tool is talons that overpower the grizzly bear claws and can exert several hundred pounds of pressure, enough to disquiet even the most composed person. They can crush your skull and squash your brain like a grape. These incredible contraptions have evolved for ripping heavy animals out of trees and not letting them go. They simply dive, strike, and soar off with their prize. Ostrich. It's vital to have an escape route plan in mind at all times if you decide to meet this largest flightless bird on our planet. An ostrich, though it has been sharing this land with us for millennia, still hesitates to confront any other animal. And if offended, it will start with a warning call, and then, after approaching you, it will bite. Although the bite is harmless, its ultimate weapon will show you stars in the daytime. The strong legs that are not only used to travel long distances by reaching impressive speeds, but are also used to deliver a powerful kick to their enemies. Once the victim is down, this brute will try its best to be a blunt force trauma nightmare. Magpie. If you're walking through a magpie's defense zone sometime between July and November, do yourself a favor. Run. Or for God's sake, at least wear a helmet. Otherwise, prepare yourself for the worst type of bombardment, because this Australian cousin of the crow will not let go of anyone without punishing them. From a swoop to beak snapping to dive bombing and front-on attacks from the ground. A cunning magpie will switch its defensive behavior according to the situation. This means all magpie attacks need to be taken seriously, or else the victim will have to bear bloodied ears, cheeks, and even eye injuries. Herring gull. If you're looking to enjoy your ice cream or snacks next to the sea, we recommend finding an area away from the gulls if possible, because it's not only the giant petrel every time among the oceanic avians we should avoid. A herring gull is playing an equal role by gulping a complete rodent or even shattering a whole shark. And just think, if this seafaring bird is this bold, it means it is definitely something we should be afraid of. The vicious white-plumaged menace with a hooked bill, beady eyes, and a raucous call that rings across the land at any hour of the day or night can easily steal our treats by expelling us from the scene. Goose. Mean, sloppy, loud, and rude. All these titles go to our one and only goose, because these hot-headed birds like no one near them. Long necks and webbed feet, loud honks and evil chases. This weirdo doesn't care how big or tough you are. Walkers, golfers, animals, or even practicing soldiers. The geese have no qualms about becoming aggressive with invaders of any size. Anyone overstepping or getting too close is a violator and has to bear the consequences. And if someone is approaching a nesting goose, it means he's putting his life at risk. Emu. Whenever you witness an emu standing tall, puffing up its feathers and chest, and hissing aggressively, congratulations. You have succeeded in provoking this third tallest bird on our planet. Although this titanic bird is docile, if annoyed, it could be a fierce adversary for anything that comes face to face. Like cassowaries and ostriches, the toe claws of emus are capable of eviscerating their culprits under the right conditions. By using its strong legs to run 30 miles per hour, this unnaturally athletic bird not only chases its offender quickly, but is also able to throw heavy kicks. Even a normal strike from this curious flightless bird can be a frightening and fatal experience. And now, let us move on to our subscriber pick of the day. This image was sent to us by one of our subscribers. Similarly, if you ever wish to know more about an image you come across, just send it on over to us. Who knows, we might even feature it in one of our videos. This image of a badass and creepy bird chasing a small boy is clear evidence that this devil has been definitely appointed by God to punish humanity, as such encounters are usually rare and never seen before. Vultures are scavengers, and they almost always avoid live prey, unless it's weak or terminally ill. Although these are harmless creatures and have no incentive to attack humans, just like other creatures, when provoked, they could prove themselves ferocious titans. And here too, this child must have provoked this vulture to show its offensive face. Otherwise, it has no reason to do so. Crane.
Dude, you are. Oh!
Here is a fearless bird that can warn its enemy by looking directly into the eyes and beating at the glass doors, because this majestic creature is known for pecking, jabbing, and nabbing. Standing 4 feet tall, a crane is undoubtedly a powerful bird whose 4-inch bill is sturdy, sharp, and much like a dagger that can subdue even a crocodile. The fiercely territorial and proactively protective bird can trigger and influence many aggressive tendencies if threatened or annoyed. Snowy owl. Now, this seems like a bloodthirsty witch who's screaming out for some fluid. But take it easy, man. This is just an owl. A magnificent snowy owl who was minding its business when a guy took his camera towards it. Although this wise creature looks really cute and cuddly, don't be fooled by its milky appearance, because if it took you as a danger, it will come out of nowhere to hit your head, rip on the face, and even snatch your eyes with its razor-sharp talons. So if you encounter an aggressive owl, it's best to back away slowly and leave the area to avoid a confrontation. Thank you very much for watching the video. Do like it and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again.